Your actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, Account Terminated, set in New York. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a go at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Plymouth's finest. So moving on to our briefing, and there isn't one, so we'll just say that our targets today have been very naughty and they need to be punished. And speaking of targets, today we have 5 of them with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so, so we have a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the investment banker. We're going to have a remote magnetic gas grenade stored up in the first floor janitor's room. We'll be bringing with us our ever trusty lockpick and then a remote micro taser along with our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way down to the storeroom at the end of the area here, and just outside you can see a enforcer making his way to the bathroom, and once he is clearly out of earshot we can then turn on the photocopier. We're going to grab the axe from the wall as well, and that will attract the attention of our target now that the enforcer has moved away. And when he comes to investigate, all we have to do is close the door behind him, wait for him to turn off the photocopier, and then issue an emergency fire drill. Check that blade, mate. Is that sharp enough to go through a door? Yes, I think that is. Well, we've passed the test there. Lovely jubbly. Thank you very much for your help, sir. So, with that taken care of, we're now going to make our way out into the main corridor and down the stairs. We're just going to close those doors behind us, take out the camera ahead of us, and we'll move on to our next target, who is the janitor in the corridor below. And we're going to lure him out of sight from everyone. Normally we just remove the wet floor sign and let him knock himself out, but we need to hide his body, so we're just going to lure him around the corner by turning on the radio there and then turning it off again, or off and then on again. And when he comes around to investigate, he will have his back to us. There is a guard behind us just down the stairs, so we do have to time this quite well. So we're just going to pull out our silenced pistol as we walk around the corner, shoot our target in the head. We're going to collect up the key that he dropped, and then we're going to deposit him in the closet provided. So now we need to make our way across the building to the far side, and we're going to collect up our gas grenade along the way. So we're just going to make our way into the janitor's room, retrieve our gas grenade, let that door close before removing it, and then returning it to the briefcase, and now we have an active grenade. So we're just going to continue on around until we come to the other end of the building. Just going to wait for Mr. Jackson to go back and get his drink so that the guard can't see us, as we then take out the surveillance camera in the corridor here. There we go. We're going to continue on around now, and we've got another camera we have to avoid, we can't destroy. Luckily enough, it's just panned off to the left, which is what we wanted. We can then make our way around to the right, and unfortunately just as we arrive at our target, so does Officer Frank. our next target, or our final target. So we're just going to have to wait this out. Eventually, even after saying nothing, he will move on, and we can then break cover, make our way behind the desk here, detonate our gas grenade in our target's face. We can select our remote taser, and our target's going to make her way to the bathrooms at the end of the corridor here, and our next target is mopping the puddle on the floor. So we're just going to drop our taser on the floor there before continuing on to the bathroom, and we're just going to wait here for the arrival of our rather ill feeling target. And when she finally arrives, she will go into the cubicle. There's no toilet in here, so we can't reintroduce her to her breakfast, but we can stop her from overeating anymore. So target number 3 taken care of. We're just going to deposit her in the closet provided. We're going to select our remote micro taser remote and make our way out of the bathroom. And when our janitor friend here steps into the puddle, we can then trigger the remote, and that will take care of our next target. So one more target to go, and it is Officer Frank, who we have just missed, but we need to make our way down the stairs and into the corridor here. Just be aware of the camera that we're going to take care of once we can select our gun. There we go. Hopefully the door behind us has closed by now. Just going to shoot the camera while it's not looking at us, and we can then make our way down the corridor, collect up the propane cylinder, and then we're going to retrace our steps back up through the management area, or the waiting area, whatever this area is. Avoid the camera on the far side once again, and then we're going to place our propane cylinder on the floor just next to the propane tank, or the fire extinguisher. We're going to pull out our silenced pistol, take one shot at the propane cylinder, and then we're going to go into the interview room, and we're just going to wait here for a few minutes for Officer Frank to return, and he will stop outside this room and tie his shoes. There he goes, and once he has done with that, he will make his way down the corridor, and we can then exit the interview room, close the doors behind us, and we can then line up our shot with the propane cylinder. And when Officer Frank gets close, we can then detonate the cylinder. So all that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape before anyone finds us in the vicinity. And we have the janitor's keys, so the janitor's exit will be the one we'll be taking. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we just get confirmation all of our targets were eliminated according to plan, and we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.